Hi everybody, welcome to the stream. Nobody's here yet, but that's fine. So let me see, what are we gonna do here? I'm going to if you're just joining us, don't worry, nothing's happened yet. I just started a second ago. Right, so here's what's going on. This is my own Emacs configuration with an org mode file up. This is the README for my dot files, and it's like a couple pages long, maybe. I don't know how long it would be if you were to export it. But you see this lag? I can see this lag. I can feel this lag. And it doesn't feel like a piece of normal lag. It doesn't feel like lag that you would... It happens when I'm not streaming, and it's way worse now than it was before I was streaming. But it was already like very noticeable there. You see how the cursor like kind of jumps around. Now part of this is because, or so I thought, because I have my repeat rate sped up. My input settings increased, so it basically when you send keys, when you spam a key, it pulls faster, so it puts it in there more, so there's a higher, like you can type faster, but it can overload the input if the program can't take that much input. But Emacs is like made for optimizing input and stuff, so that's kind of weird. But I thought, maybe we've just reached our limit there. Maybe this lag, and it doesn't happen in most modes, at least not nearly as this badly, but org mode specifically, this has been a problem for me for a long time. And I thought that was just a problem with everyone's Emacs. It's just org mode is really slow, and people turn a blind eye toward it because it does so many cool things. But here is the same file opened up in vanilla Emacs. As you can see, you can scroll through it fine. There's so little lag here. Here's me scrolling through it with the mouse wheel. Look at that beautiful, beautiful scrolling there. Oh no, it's so nice, it's so smooth. Look, I can even scroll with the touchpad here. But on my other hand, if I go to my config, the scroll wheel, it just freezes up. It can't do it. It don't bother. I am scrubbing it. See, let me scrub here. It's fine. I scrub here. It freezes up. It lags. It glitches. Okay. So that's what's going on. Now, like I said, I thought this was like if you put any kind, so maybe if you put any kind of configuration onto org, it makes it slow. If you have different sized fonts, if you have appear and stuff, if you change it up with like spelling plugins and parentheses and things, the fontification maybe is a problem. But then today I opened up Doom Emacs. Here is Doom Emacs with the same file open. I can scrub through it just like on vanilla Emacs. Boom, 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 scrub, scrub, scrub. And as you can see, there's like no difference in scrolling performance. And it's, of course, Doom has evil enabled, so I can scroll up and down. There's a very small amount of lag, maybe you could argue, but it is nothing compared to my like hand-rolled configuration, which is weird because Doom is like kind of heavy. Now, I don't have Spacemacs installed, so I don't know how bad that would be. But like, Doom and my configuration have a lot of the same things enabled. They both got these. They've got both got the left side indentation here going on, where only the titles poke out, and there's like imaginary space before the headings there. Doom even has line numbers enabled. How do they get away with that? Like, this is not a variable pitch font. It would be way slower if it were, but it's not. In fact, if we just go variable pitch mode in this org buffer here, still fast. Still pretty reasonably fast. Not a big deal at all, somehow. So that's a little bit of a bummer. I don't know why Doom Emacs is so much faster than my own config. And to be honest, I'm pretty offended. I don't like that one single little bit. Like I said, vanilla I can understand, but Doom, like, what? So I want to start sorting this out on stream, of course. So for comparison, let's just start with vanilla Emacs here. What is the value for org mode hook? What is the org mode hook? The org mode hook has some compiled functions. Okay, that doesn't tell me like anything. By the way, the audio on here is fine. It should be fine. Same setup I've always been using. Let me check the audio in the YouTube real quick here, just a moment. I've always been using. Let me check the audio in the YouTube real quick here, just a moment. I've always been using. Let me check the audio in the YouTube real quick here, just a moment. Yeah, okay, yeah. I think that's fine. I think that's just about okay. And I'm not gonna really bother with it. Right, we're actually doing something this stream. Welcome if anyone's joining us, which I don't think they are, but if so, hey, that's cool. I've been live for like almost 8 minutes now, and I have not actually solved anything yet, so it's about time to do that. Alright, so the first step in all this is checking what is actually going on. So we're just going to run a MetaX profiler start there in CPU, that's fine. And then I'm going to scrub around in the file. I'm going to scroll up and down, spin right around. I'm going to also use this scroll wheel a bit. Okay, that scroll wheel is very broken. Alright, and now I'm going to profiler stop. And now we're going to run a profiler report. So it looks like most of this was mouse wheel scrolling with the oh yeah, because I also tried to scrub the GUI scroll bar, which is a little bit broken. So what is this timer doing? Okay, basically nothing. And neither is scroll down. So basically all of that action was M-wheel scroll, which doesn't seem like it would tell us much, but what it does tell us is that very little, so the redisplay was only 1%. And yeah, that doesn't sound that useful, but it's control I guess is the technical term for that when you're testing stuff. So now let's compare that with Doom Emacs. So I'm just going to go profiler, start, CPU, and then I'm going to scrub up and down, way up and way down, and there's no scroll wheel because Doom disables that, which is good because it's awful looking. So yeah, just screw dub, and then profiler stop, and then we're going to run a profiler report right there. And why is the UI all sideways? I don't know. I don't care. So as we can see, there's a couple more things here, like the which key and GCMH, which I've always found to be broken when I used it. But hey, if it works for Doom, good for them. Automatic GC 4%. Redisplay is also 4%. But most of that is the Doom mode line, just redisplaying itself. Command execute, call interactively, mouse wheel scroll, and then a little bit of bytecode execution, which was pretty much just calling the profile stopper there. That's all that was. So again, you can see the main function that's actually getting called is mwheel scroll, as was the case up here. There we go. Yes. But now it is time to see what the problem is on my own config. So we're going to perform the same experiment, and that experiment is to run metax profiler start CPU, and I am scrubbing. It doesn't look like it because you can't see it. I'm going to let it, there it goes. Scroll up, scroll down a little bit. I'm kind of scrubbing a little slowly now. Now I'm scrolling all the way, so it should jump to the top. There it is. I'm going to click over here, scroll down again, up and down a little bit, and now we just run metax profiler stop. Cool, now it's stopped, and let's just profiler report. What is the deal with any of this? Okay, command execute, call interactively, pixel scroll precision. That's one thing. Pixel scroll precision mode is... Oh, I also did click in there. I probably shouldn't have bothered with that. Pixel scroll precision up and down was about equal, a little bit more down though. Also select window, but that didn't really have that much effect. The other thing that took up a lot here was the automatic garbage collector. Oh no. The JIT-lock function, which runs a hook. Oh no. Okay, font lock, fontify region, org pretty table propertize. So every time we're on a new line, it will check if we're in a table, and then it'll redraw the table. If so, that would slow down a bit. Org activate links. eDraw. Okay, eDraw is our culprit there. So, can we unload feature? Is that a thing we can do? Let's unload eDraw. That's not making the scrolling any faster. What is going on? Now, part of the problem with my org config is that I've got a lot of packages installed that all kind of interact with org a little bit, and so I have org stuff kind of all over my config file. Just look at the profile here. There's a whole bunch of things, but most of them didn't take up any time. No CPU time was taken up. If we pixel scroll mode, these pixel scroll precision mode disabled here, and we profiler start again with CPU. Let's see if that actually makes anything faster. Again, I'm scrolling up and down here. You can see what I'm doing with the mouse wheel, and Emacs is freaking out because it can't deal with that apparently, even though with other configs it definitely can. So now I'm going to meta-x profiler stop and profiler report. So that time, 51% of CPU went to, or 45 really, went to mouse wheel scroll, which is the same as the other Emacs N, but those were not broken. Next, in the 22% block here, we have Fontify, keywords region, org activate links for eDraw, which gets text properties. Okay, does that though happen? I thought I unloaded eDraw. You know what I'm going to do? I am actually going to go to my config file. I'm going to find eDraw, and I'm going to completely disable it. I'm just going to comment that out right there. Look at that. And then we'll write that, and then we'll kill Emacs. Oh no, and it won't let me because my windows are busted. Okay, we'll kill Emacs. Oh no, my other two Emacs's are open from this. That sucks. Okay. Whatever. We've got the info that they're not like that. I could just open them again. So I'll kill this one, and I'll kill this one. Yes, really. Okay, and kill that guy, and then we'll launch a new Emacs, which should be with my own profile by default. Oh no, my package is broke again. Who cares? I know I don't. Okay, find the org file. Go over here. Scroll around. It's suspiciously slow still. Let's check our variables. What is eDraw? There is no eDraw loaded. So that should mean if we profiler start CPU and we scroll up and down a little bit with the H and J key, or the J and K keys there, it's still really, really slow. And if we mouse wheel, it's fast for a little bit and then it chugs. Why you gotta chug like this? Well, that's what we're here to find out now, isn't it? Okay. All right. Profilers stop. Stopped, and now we report. What is the deal with all of this stuff? Okay, biggest function being used now is redisplay. With the jetlock function, what is jetlock doing? It is running a wrapped hook to fontify org activate links. So org activate links variable here is set to bracket angle plane radio tag date footnote. Out of curiosity, what is the Emacs default value of org activate links? It is bracket angle plane radio tag date footnote. Wait, so that's bracket angle plane radio tag date footnote. That is the same value there. So I'm not sure what the deal is there. I'm really not sure. Okay. I wonder what would happen if we lessened that. But that's not... Wait, org highlight links. Here it's an alias, but there it's a... Am I just running the wrong version of org, maybe? What if that's the case? What if I've been thinking of this wrong the whole time? Okay, so let's just get my packages file there and search for use package org. No, alpaca nil. Okay, hang on. What is org version? 9.6.1. What is the org version in this Emacs? It's also 9.6.1. Excuse me. I don't know why I was expecting this to be simple. Okay, that's... Hang on. What does... Yeah, org... activate links text properties. This function goes over here. And it adds text properties to the links. So somewhere in there, it's changing how that operates. But it's not, though, because it's the same over on vanilla here. What happens if I click on a web link? You can't see that, but it's actually opening on my other workspace, because that's where my browser is. Okay, so that actually does work. Kill the org.el buffer. Wait. So what happens if I click the link over there? That also opens on the other place. Meaning, wait, maybe it's evil mode. Maybe if I evil mode disable. Nope, that's almost even worse. Listen to this. Hey, the lag, never-ending lag. Okay, let's turn it back on. I'm tired. Barely. Okay, that's not really the thing, though. Emphasis faces. Maybe this is the wrong approach. Maybe what we ought to do is take a look at Not vanilla, but Doom. So let's just launch Emacs with profile equals Doom. By the way, the thing that adds that argument to Emacs is a package called Emacs2. That's definitely not how you pronounce it, but it is how I pronounce it. So, readme.org. Again, feel that speed, that utter, that, oh no, oh there it goes, okay, it just wasn't catching. That utter baffling brilliance of optimization somehow, even though it's just like, I don't know. I want to make fun of Doom for being a fat config, but it's just really not somehow. Is there a command? Doom describe module org, lang org. There we go. Yes, there is. Adds org support. What is the weird with this? What is the deal with that lambda symbol? I don't know what it is. Doesn't say anywhere, does it? Module. Okay, I don't care about those. Packages. Wait. Yeah, there we go. Evil org, HTML eyes. Org babel async, that probably doesn't matter. Orgit. What does orgit do? If I click on it, what if I, no it doesn't. Okay, now if I, what is the deal with orgit? Wait, that's just maggot. That's straight up, well, that's magit, but it's called orgit for some reason. Oh no, it's called orgit. What am I doing? Okay. I'm really curious what the difference, what the deal is with orgit. So let's just open the GitHub there. Tarsius-san, good for you, man. Okay, it adds org link types. That sounds like the exact opposite of what I'm looking for. Fun tangent though. Org YouTube. Oh wait, now it's installing it? Why is it installing it? No, come on, don't do this to me. Control G. Yeah, I bet you failed because I stopped you. I can't let you do that, man. Okay, aux clip, which I do have installed, I just added that recently and it didn't make a difference. Table of contents for org, and what that does is creates a table of contents. So table of contents in org files without exporting. With the talk tag will be updated. Okay, that doesn't sound very much mattering to what we're doing either here. So I'm just going to close the packages thing. Hacks. What is the org hacks? Sync parameter with like async. Okay, cool. Windows recentered following links. Nice, but whatever. Breadcrumbs displayed in LDoc have been reworked. That probably doesn't matter that much. UI workspaces per perspective, don't care. Temporary agenda files, file links are highlighted with the error face if they're broken. That sounds really nice, but it doesn't matter here. Tab, okay, it does what it's supposed to. Tables are formatted when going in and out of insert mode. That is great. I don't know why they don't just do it. Protocol Babel as lazy loaded and file path variables. do this thing. Okay, but that's not. We know what org is. We kind of. I mean, does anybody really know what org is? As far as we do, I think we do. So wait, I can't quit out of that. I can't. Not with Q anyway. The question remains, though, what is... I don't know, there's yeah, so the way that Doom does things, everything is like a little package, apparently. So the packages are org contrib, AV, HTMLIs, YouTube again, the table of contents. No, this isn't the answer as in anybody either. The question was not how is Doom fast? The question is, why is mine slow? And nobody's even here to watch this. That's about all I can do there. I disabled everything that said scroll in the name. So let's kill Doom and kill my own configuration and launch a new, it didn't work, Emacs. And here we are. Oh, you know what I should do? I should rebuild all my packages. Wait. I'll just update them all instead. There we go. There's a few that need to be updated. You never know, something might randomly fix everything else or something. I don't know. Is package pinning, is there a purpose to it? I don't like the idea that there is, but there probably is. And my CPU usage is at a default, is it like about 100% now, because it's compiling, which is a bad idea to do while streaming. I don't know why I did that, but hey, That's probably not what's been making my streams crash, so it's gotta be something else now, I decided. Or, oh wait, whoa, I don't know. Okay, settings. Where are we? Okay, I think it's done. Oh, wait, what? So what is... Okay, that didn't work. Let's find molest... Okay, wait. Wait. Okay, a couple things are broken right now. One of them is my little notification thing here, but that's not really what we're talking about right now. Everything is even more broken than it was before. I don't know why. So we'll just close that again, open it again, see if anything changes now. Got some stale cache warnings there. I want to... So we're just going to rebuild all of those. All 131 packages are going to get rebuilt now, which is basically just means creating symlinks. And I'm pretty sure it's doing that in the background, but it's like moving the mini buffer forward and backward out of the shot, which is weird. Why are we here? Just to suffer. Well, you're not here because nobody's watching this. Probably, maybe. If you're watching, drop a word or two in the chat, just to prove that I'm not just screaming into the void here. Well, if I am, that's something maybe. Okay, this is still happening. Together we can stop it. No, we can't. Because my Emacs is frozen up. Here's an experiment. Does it get this bad in the terminal? If I go Emacs, no window, readme.org, what's the deal with that? Is it as bad? Is it less bad? What's the deal with all of that? Okay, their scrolling just doesn't work anyway. Really? Okay, now that's even more extremely broken. Okay, close this terminal. Yes, close it. Close it. There we go. Alright, I'm just gonna let Alpaca Schizo out there for a bit. Let me go to where you can't see, and I'm going to go to whatchamacallit. Well, first I'm going to go on my website, and then going there, I am going to click on my Mastodon to arrive at said place. Oh no, alpaca is finished. It's a miracle. Okay, now we're not bouncing around 100. We're just at 100% now. Sugoi. So, that's... Okay, my cursor is lagging. This is impressive. Don't crash, don't crash, don't crash, please. If you crash, then I'll say cheese. Okay. Mastodont. Let me drop the link to the stream into... Can I get a link? Stream health. Stream is healthy. How so? If I go to... YouTube's not receiving enough video. Yeah, you probably are experiencing buffering, because my... Because my computer wasn't sending enough video for a bit. And that doesn't do anything, does it? Hang on, no, okay. What is the deal with this? Is there a link to the stream? Apparently not. Where is... I don't see a link to the stream in the YouTube dashboard. What that means... Settings, no. Open widget, don't care. Stream status, poor. You're back. You're back. I tell you, you're back. And that makes it true. I'd better make it true, because otherwise, you know what? What will we do? Okay, let's try starting Emacs one more time. I said that last time, didn't I? I think so. But every time is the last time and the next time. Boom. There we go. Packages. See, scrolling on this is a little bit slow, but it's not like dangerously laggy. It doesn't... No, it's very manageably laggy. It chugs and then it keeps going. But scrolling in the README, first of all, it takes ages for our org to actually... There it goes. Scrolling the README is just... Still happening! Okay. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go to my... I'm going to add... Copy... Share... Copy link. Go to Mastodon. Sign in with my super secret credentials. You can't see any of this because it's on a different screen. I sure hope that's what everything says. And then I'll go over here, and then I will paste that link into there. And then we're going to wait. They're asking me if I want to see notifications. Forever block notifications. I don't care, I never have, never will. So there. I already closed YouTube. Maybe close Mastodon. But I'll keep Mastodon open just in case, something happens. Which it won't, because it never does. Nothing ever happens. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Welcome to my stream. You see this still image on the left of the screen? That is me scrolling the scroll wheel, which should mean things. Oh. When you click, it works. But if you just scrub the scroll wheel, it does not work. Why does it not work? I thought it was because Emacs just has problems with the mouse, but it turns out if we launch Emacs, quiet, quick, cute, with the same file. Wait. It doesn't have such limitations. I am scrolling, very obviously scrolling up and down here. Same way, it's fine. But you might say, but okay, that's just because you're using the stock configuration. Of course it would do that. Why would it not do that? And to that I say, then why? Oh no, that wrecked it. Wait. Yeah, that totally wrecked it. Then why does Emacs with the Doom profile, yes, use a new buffer. Don't care. Why does Emacs with a Doom profile not do that? See, this is not a problem in Doom. Doom can handle scrolling just like vanilla Emacs can. And that is kind of weird, don't you think? I certainly do. There we go. Wait, so... Okay, I found it. So those need to go back to 1. I go back to 7, I put this on 1, and I go to 4, I put this on 1, and I go to 4, and I put this back on 1 again. My workspaces were a little bit messed up for a bit there, but this is what we're doing now. So I'm gonna keep saying this over and over again until somebody shows up to the stream. Actually, let me make sure the stream even works. YouTube is complaining about it. So I'm gonna keep saying this over and over again until somebody shows up to the stream. Actually, let me make sure the stream even works. YouTube is complaining about it. Okay, yeah, that seems to be working. So yeah. So there are several different ways that people have of solving these issues, and one of them is just looking at variables, and that's what I started with. I've been streaming for 50 minutes, 50, and that was the first thing I tried, just looking at the variables, running CPU profiler, and it doesn't seem like it's not an obviously profilerable problem. It's just like there's a lot more lag with this or something. That the links. Do I have org appear installed? No, I don't. What are all of the numbering of headlines? Don't want that. Source mode. No. Agenda. No. Org mode restart. Let's restart org mode. Let's see if that does anything. I doubt it. Nope, it doesn't do a single thing. A single thing. Dare I say it does worse than nothing because it takes time to do. Let's dispel, I spell, disable the spelling. Oh wait, no. Disable spell checker. What? Disable fly spell. Does that make us any faster? Only a tiny little bit. Oh, can we disable? Now obviously, if you disable font lock mode, everything gets insanely fast because there's nothing there to compute. So font lock mode we can think of as being the serious problem. However, obviously these are font locked, and yet what is going on? But maybe they're not. No, they definitely are. Okay, nobody's here still. Has anyone said anything on Mastodon? What's going on? Nobody's replying to me. Nobody dares to take a look at me. Nobody believes me. Why don't you leave me alone? Alright, connection is once again excellent. So, pretty much the only thing left to do is bisect my config. So I'm going to do that in a bit here. Though it pains me just a little bit. So, we're going to go to every instance of org. I already disabled eDraw. Go to every single instance of org here. I'm going to f space gc. That's disabled. Okay, so org mode here, we're just going to comment out all of that. Org modern indent obviously depends on org, so that's going to get commented out, as does org block capf. And org tempo, I'm not really sure why I have that installed, I hardly ever use it anyway. Org pretty table, nice little package, only does one thing, does it pretty well, but it does take up energy. Aux Hugo, most of that config isn't actually Aux Hugo dependent, it's just more related to that than anything else. Aux clip, I'm actually going to keep that because it's not really org related. What's next? That's a website name, as is that. Maggot pretty okay, yeah, that too. Fly spell, not using. Disable, that'll probably mostly work. Wait, org tmux, that depends on org, so we can get rid of it. Just don't bother. That is place, that is disabled package, and SVG tags are disabled because they were making everything way slower. And alright, So I'm going to write that file. That's all of my, or that should be all of my org settings disabled, and we're just going to exit Emacs, and we're going to see if that actually helps at all. Because if it does, then it just means that I need a later org config. If it doesn't, then there's something fundamentally wrong with my configuration that just happens to manifest more in org than in other modes. Which would be really weird, but possible. Anything is possible with the power of Lisp. Okay, this is a little bit faster. I mentioned, now if I do this, that works. It works now. That's amazing. It works. This is the fastest that my org has ever been. Ever. Okay. Well, nearly fast. You know what this means? This means I'm going to have to go through everything I just disabled and re-enable it again. One by one to see what works. So let's do that. Okay, let's find the problems. Use package org. Wait. I've got this whole big old block of stuff here. Okay. Org modern indent, that is an eye candy thing. Doom has it too, but it doesn't slow Doom down, but it does slow me down, so we'll ignore it. Org block cap, same deal. Now, org element use cache. Let's not remove that. Now I've got a hook that adds tangle. I've got it set to add spelling. We'll remove the characters from electric pairs because they use for tempo. We should not use it. Wait, electric pair mode negative. Why is that a... Oh, that's right. Because I'm a dumb. So let's disable all of the electric pair stuff that I've been doing. Will not require mitch.org stuff. That's a file I wrote that's got some other things. Mostly, it's a separate mode. It tries to emulate the link behavior of VimWiki, and I'm not sure how useful it is because I never really end up using it, but I did once and I wanted to have it and it didn't, so I went ahead and wrote it. Mitch.org grayify stars. This is a function that I wrote, again, to make the leading stars in org mode files gray, but they also don't really matter. It's fine without them. It may or may not be fine with them. Turn off line numbers, that's fine. That's not enabled anymore. Yas, for Yasnippet. I don't understand Yasnippet yet. I've seen some tutorials. I could get into it, but I just haven't. And then, okay, this function, mitch.org do what I mean character. This is a massive, ginormous function that I wrote. It does different things depending on what key it is called with and what mode you're in, like insert or visual or what. And other people have made their own solutions to this too, but I haven't tried any of those out yet. What I do know is that this is it's probably not going to make anything faster. So that's a basic org set up. So we're going to write that and open Emacs once more. Wait for it to open. It's going to take a couple minutes, a couple moments, a couple times, and spaces. Find me my org file. I don't want... Wait. I want to delete the autosave data, but I don't know what the command is for that. And look, I can still scrub through it. You know, if we get to scrub through this... Oh. If I mouse over the link, it lags. It lags when I mouse over the link. The mouse doesn't lag. Oh look, that's cute. The link is like miniature there. It's that link. It's squished. That's cute because it can't draw over the edge of the window because Wayland. You'd think they would just like scoot it a little bit. Like that would be, excuse me, that would be behavior that makes sense, but no, they decided to just not bother. That's great. That's great. Sorry, did you see? I'm gonna watch the thingy back. Nobody saw my belly, right? No, you didn't. Okay. Oh, because that's not the... Okay. Well, it doesn't matter. Nobody's watching us anyway. I feel like Terry Davis, you know? Just a sad little man talking about very obscure software. I mean, this isn't that obscure, really. But it could be. So the one thing that I really want is my orggrafify stars. So I'm just gonna like hot enable that here, and then I'm going to org mode restart. Boom. Now the reason that I like this is if you open a markdown file, you notice that the initial stars there are a different color than the heading themselves, and org doesn't seem to do that usually. So I hacked up a little function to do it. Story of all of our lives if you use Emacs or even Vim. That's like pretty much what you gotta do. Desho? But isn't that just amazing? I love how that can scroll. It's a little bit laggy, but it's not nearly as bad. Now for the other thing. The thing that really matters. Org pretty table. I'm going to have to restart Emacs for this because it wasn't enabled. So I'll just close that, open it again. Done this before several times, not a problem whatsoever, it just takes a little time. Open this file, which will open in a moment. There we go. There's the lag again. I found the source of the lag, everybody. We did it. I found it. It's org pretty table. That's what's causing the lag. didn't want it to come to this. I liked org pretty table. I wish it didn't cause lag. But you know what this means? It means I gotta disable it. Comment it out. Make it go away. I'm gonna delete org appear from here because it does the same thing as pretty table, so it can't be fast, right? I'm also gonna delete org variable pitch because just enabling org variable pitch mode works fine, and you shouldn't do it anyway. I'm going to delete org tempo because I should be using snippet. This may look incomprehensible because it's all green, but I assure you that it's not. My aux-hugo config is very much a mess, but it's fine. I'm going to remove adaptive wrap because it never worked. I am going to go into my org stuff file. This is a file that I wrote for adding some functionality on top of org mode that I wanted at one point. Here it does a few things. It sets a couple of org file name types and stuff. And it the thing the most of this mode is set out to do is when you click on a word, when you press enter on a word, it will in org mode it will make it a link, and when you press it again, it will open a thingy to that. This is the same thing that Vim does. If we just open, I think I have Lunar Vim installed. Yeah, so if I find file, if I create a file, okay, wait, that's broken. Okay, new file. How do you make a heading? Oh yeah, it's equal signs. So if I write read me not.wiki, set ft equals vimwiki. There it goes, maybe. Okay, so now words and things and stuff. If I click, press enter, what does this do? It doesn't do anything. Why does it not do anything? It used to, maybe does, wait. Does it even have vimwiki installed? No, it has a different kind of wiki thing installed. That's useless. I'm just gonna open my own thing. Plug install, everything is already installed, but that does not include, okay. This is like a tangent of a tangent. If you're joining us, which you're not, we've already solved the problem of scrolling in Emacs. The issue was org pretty table, which is a little package that just makes tables look pretty in org mode. The problem with that is that it has to scan every line every time your cursor changes lines, and that gets pretty slow because it's comparing strings and regexes, and when you scroll back and forth like this, it has to do that hundreds of times a second, which is which is prohibitively slow and intense. That is the reason that was happening. I've been streaming for how long? We are still streaming. I am still streaming, right? Right? Yes. Okay, what is going on now? That's weird. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The point is, this is still not the fastest thing there is. So, I'm curious what other problems there are with it, with speed. That still feels slow to me. Let me just org mode restart once more. What is the slowness coming from? From whence does it originate? Profiler start. CPU. Let's do this. I am scrolling down. Friendly reminder that I'm just scrolling up and down. And up and down and up, down and up and down and up and down a little bit and up and down. Okay, I think that's enough to make a point. And let's profiler stop, profiler report. The majority was taken up by a redisplay with JIT lock, with font lock, org activate links. That's the same thing it was before. Okay, so org pretty table wasn't the problem then. What is org activate links text properties? Wait, org do emphasis faces. No, that shouldn't. Org activate links text properties. Look at that function. And link properties to links. Limit. What does it put the limit as? Hang on. No. So let's limit org activate links limit. Def subs to org activate links. Wait. So it either does it as text properties or as overlays, depending on the variable. Org fold course style. What's the deal with this variable? Oh dear. And that error right there is an error with Bedrock Linux. Bedrock Linux, of course, being the OS I'm using, on top of which everything you see sits. It's like the bedrock beneath it all. This Emacs is the Ubuntu version. This Emacs is compiled on the Ubuntu stratum with all of the libraries linked against the Ubuntu part, but the desktop it's running on is Hyperland, which is from Arch, so That's maybe this was a bad idea, but maybe not. Maybe the truth is that I think it was a bad idea. Maybe or full core style. Oh, it's okay. The problem was we were somehow the shell got out of sync with. It was looking for the hyperctl command from Arch while being in Ubuntu or something. I'm not sure. But it's defined as text properties. So we can customize this variable. Let me just kill this window there and equalize the windows a bit. Choose it from a value menu to overlays and apply, and see how this changes the act of scrolling. Okay, still slow. Still slow. Why is it still slow? I don't know. Close the Emacs. See if it's faster in a terminal. See what happens, just in case. Might be. Emacs no window, readme.org. Let it load. Okay, that's pretty fast. Desu. That is reasonably fast. Very okay. I am pretty satisfied with the speed of that. I like it. It's good. It's fine. I mean, it's not quite fine, but it's mostly fine. So that means that the problem is with not the terminal, with the GUI. It's a GUI problem. A GUI problem with links being sorted. I'm tired. I need a drink. I'll be right back. For the record, YouTube, just so YouTube knows, I'm only drinking Mountain Dew. This is an unopened can of Mountain Dew, which I will be hereby opening and pouring into the cup that I drink everything out of. It's a really nice cup. Look at it. Feast your eyes upon it. Oh, that looks horrible on camera. I assure you it looks a little bit better in person. It tastes fine. Alright. Genki. So, where were we? Also check out my packages. I've got all the packages. What is the deal? This is a good. What is the BRL status? They're all enabled. None of them are broken apparently. That's weird because something was broken there. For those not familiar with Bedrock Linux, I did do a video on it actually, and the audio was awful, so I removed it, and then I pulled it back down and tried to fix the audio in Audacity, and it didn't get that much better, but it got better enough that I think a couple people might have actually watched it, so that's good. I appreciate you if you watched my Bedrock video. It's kind of sad that I had to be the one to do a video on it, because it is a cool operating system. It deserves better coverage than I can give it. I got upset, because so Brody covered, he was talking about how you need like different distros for different skill levels and stuff. He did a video just kind of walking through stuff like Bedrock, Nix, I forget what the other ones were, Silver, Blue, that kind of thing. Endless, or Vanilla, or OS, or whatever one of those are called. The fad meme distros. But Bedrock Linux was also on his list. And he made it sound like it's hard and complicated, and you shouldn't use it probably ever. And I think that's just straight up dishonest. Or, I don't think he's dishonest, I think he's misinformed because he hasn't used it. And I have used it. I am using it on a couple computers actually, and it's mostly fine. It's less broken than Arch, and when it breaks more than Arch, you can get around it much easier because of the way that because Bedrock Linux, it's not actually, or it is an actual distro, and the maintainer has mentioned how they want to reintroduce so basically the way that you install Bedrock right now, the main way, is you install another distro and then you hijack that installation with Bedrock, which is like a shell script, and it installs Bedrock Linux. It replaces the distro with Bedrock Linux, and it puts the distro back on top of Bedrock Linux as like another layer on top, and then you can like slide more layers around. So here, you can see I've got Arch, which is the distro that the shell is from. I've got Bedrock, of course, being the base, and Fedora, which I wanted for a couple packages, but I don't remember why, so I should probably get rid of it. But also, it's not really doing any harm just being there, so why bother? And Ubuntu, which is the distro that I originally installed on this computer. I actually only hijacked it recently. And that Ubuntu installation has all of my server stuff running on it. It's desktop Ubuntu, but it's same thing. By the way, if I do weird things with my mouth, it's because I never actually got my top wisdom teeth removed, and I think one of them's trying to poke out. I sure hope that's what's going on. Because if not, maybe there's an alien trying to burst forth from my sinuses, and that would be bad, probably. Oh, nobody's here still, somehow. Wow. I've been streaming for well over an hour at this point. Yeah, an hour and like 25 minutes-ish, almost 20 minutes. 23 minutes. And no one's here, dreaming of a song, but something went wrong. Yeah, you can't tell anyone, 'cause no one's here. So, which Emacs is even? User local bin Emacs. But which Emacs really? It's Ubuntu's Emacs. So if I go to local source Emacs, and I get pull. Let's me as well recompile Emacs on stream. Why not? It might fix something. Someone might show up, and I'll get to explain to them what's been going on. I just want to look at all those features, look at all that stuff, more tree sitter stuff, more, so many Lisp files got changed. They added a whole bunch of symbols and manuals, deleted some stuff. Breadcrumb mode, inhibit native comp cleanup, thread safe tramp, that sounds nice. Long lines cleanup, that would be good. And the eglot manual, that probably needs to happen. Yeah. My tooth is really freaking out right now, I don't know why. Same deal with all this stuff. Just ls /configure. I haven't used it. Okay, no, nothing in my history. /configure with pgtk. With native compilation and with image magic with image magic. Image magic, pgtk, native comp. What else do I want to enable? The tab options are broken. That's probably enough. So I'll just run the compile command there. Oh no. libgcc JIT. Okay, so search libgcc JIT. So let's just install I guess the newest one. Probably right. And then try configuring once more. Didn't I configure before? Okay. Install the Arch version, see if that makes a difference. So that's the thing about Bedrock, you can install different versions of things. Now if this doesn't work, I'm just going to install the Arch version itself. It's not worth it. Okay, yeah, that doesn't work. Shoot! Alright, I guess, is there Emacs? Paru S Emacs? Wait. Use the lowercase s, because it does that, and now there's way too many. Cancel. So wait. Emacs get, is that an option? Micro Emacs. Oh, that's the Linus one. Yeah, I just want the one. Emacs PM. Okay. Yeah, review. Oh no. What happened? Which SSH? Ubuntu. We got to install SSH on Arch as well then, I guess, because Strat. Bedrock automatically restricts certain commands like compilers from doing their thing with multiple distros files, because it would get really confusing for them. So we're just gonna, okay, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. Why does that not work? That doesn't work. So we're just gonna search Emacs PGTK. What are the options? There's Emacs. There's 28 and 30. Okay, Xwidgets node PGTK. What we want is Emacs PGTK get, and I'm pretty sure that'll work because it has in the past usually. So this package build, we're gonna have to edit. Proceed with installation, no. So I'm just going to cd into Emacs PGTK get, and I'm going to edit the package build. That shouldn't take that long to start, but add it to the list of all the things to change. Those things not going to bother. Use all CPU cores, sure. JIT is fine, ahead of time. Takes a long time. So we're just gonna go no. GPM, that's cool. So no. Xwidgets, yes. PGTK, yes. No GZ, yes. Wait, the docs HTML, docs X input 2, useless on PGTK. Okay, I won't bother then. That's it. I was sure there was more stuff here than that. Cool. Okay, Notibox is broken on that. Good to know. So we're just going to go make, wait, what's the deal with that? Okay, it's a post-install script. Nice. That sets game permissions. I don't care, I don't use games usually, I mean, unless I do sometimes. So we're just going to make package SI, which is the manual way of installing AUR packages. Yes, I want to do all of those things. Do it. Okay. Most of those are probably already installed in Ubuntu, but what's the harm? I've got terabytes and terabytes. Well, okay, let's think about this. So it's a terabyte hard drive. It's a terabyte boot drive SSD, and I've got a terabyte hard drive. Believe it's a terabyte spinning hard drive for my home directory. Wait. Oh. Shoot, we're gonna have to upgrade everything now. Only 96 megs, that won't take more than a couple minutes. It's all Haskell anyway. It's snowing outside again, that's nice. It's been snowing all day, but none of it is stuck really. It's all just kind of melting off on the cars. Like it should. It also means the roads end up having a little black ice on them, which is not great for driving. It's even worse for walking though. Should probably enable parallel downloads. Keep thinking I want to, but then who cares? It is that much faster, but like sometimes you just don't want to bother, you know. This has gone off the rails, but it's fine. It's all fine. I'm coping so hard right now, but it's fine. It's fine, I tell thee. Fine. It's all fine. I certainly don't mind downloading hundreds of Haskell updates why do I even have all these Haskell programs, these Haskell libraries installed? Is it for Xmonad or is it for Pandoc? Those are like the only two like useful things that are written in Haskell as far as I know. Maybe there's another one. No, it's definitely Pandoc, probably, mostly. I wonder if Haskell makes more sense to non-programmer mathematicians than it does to non-mathematician programmers. I'd have to assume there's somebody to whom it makes more sense for, because it's not me. I don't even care now. I was gonna not do this, but I've decided that I'm going to do this. I am going to open some audio here. Surely they've got something that, there's a very specific song that I was looking for, and I never want to, let's not bother making those now. We'll just launch the package. Yes, do all the things. Okay. That's the one. They got the original one there. Yes, there we go. Okay. Button's gonna work on Hyperland yet. This is kind of what I envisioned for the streams. I was just gonna fiddle around with my system and listen to anime music. I missed that idea. It's a cool idea. I should do it more. The problem is though, I don't know, with some shows it's worse than others, but like a lot of them, what do you call it? The copyright law is awful. And so, like, you end up with copy strikes, like, very, very quickly. I'm not monetized yet, so it might not matter. But, like the other day, I tried to sing Bohemian Rhapsody. I actually did pretty well. I did well enough that they could tell and complain to me about it. They told me you can't do that. I mean, they didn't like tell me. They just put it in the YouTube Studio app. It's a separate app for some reason. I don't understand why. Like, it should be just like your channel page takes you to it. Oh well. Again, even though it's already on the system, because you can't tell, because why would it bother telling? How would they even be able to tell? Yes, I could have edited it to tell it that, but why would I do that? Doesn't make too much sense. So, nobody's here, right? Nobody's here still. Hi, nobody. Welcome to the stream. Yokozo. Nope, nobody have responded to me whatsoever. It's fine. I'm not mad nor disappointed. Just a little tired. Just slowly watching this little number go up as my internet is maybe if I just moved it over when I already had it, would know that it was there. I'm gonna try that. So yeah, let's insert. Nothing's insert. Okay, so we're going to copy local get Emacs, no, local source Emacs, recursively and verbally to, or not verbally, no, to ./ and we're going to see if that does anything. I should have symlinked that. That would have been fun. No, maybe. Certainly not hard linked, you know. Okay. My browser does not recognize that we're here. Okay. Oh, it's fine. Drop a like. That was a very decent, whatchamacallit. Alright, here's the like several decades late to this trend, but it's a good song. Like it's a meme, or it was a meme. The meme is dead with time. But it's a good song. I mean, despite the memes, despite the craze, despite the dance, or maybe partly because. Now, I'd say that those things only exist because it's a good song. If it were like a bad song, no matter how much the marketing they put into it, it wouldn't have taken off. So at least part of this is happening because we wanted it to. You did this. We did this. You did this. Believe it or not, it's still copying files, probably. Screw it, this is taking too long. Alright, we're gonna ln rs. Alright, now I'm going to try and make package si. Alright, that works. It's all good. If you've got a file with a hard link, and delete the file, does the hard link go? No, the file, because the file location is a reference to the actual contents, but the contents are still there. So if there's still something else pointing to those same contents, they'll still be there. Yes. You could talk about inodes. I can't remember which part of the file the inode is, so I don't bother. There's nobody here still, right? Hello, nobody. Welcome to the stream. That's the second time I've said that exact same thing. Dun 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 dun. Okay, so fun fact, there's actually an orchestral version of that that's like official, so let me play that for you now. You can only get copy strike once per stream, right? I sure hope so. There it is. Can you... No, the mini player doesn't leave the thingy. It's all just stuck in the chrono dog. Okay, why bother? And they're kind of going for a Star Wars theme with it. That's interesting. I thought it was more interesting than that. Okay, I changed the name of the stream, so if you want more or less of that, there you go. Welcome, everybody here. Well, I can't say that was underwhelming, but I don't feel any more than whelmed. Let's just say that. What do we got? What else do we got? I was gonna... I don't have any... They don't have any songs that are different in the way that I'm looking for in my recommended here. Let me just click something random there. Oh, here's a certified classic. If you have not heard this, then you have not sunk an unnecessary time into a series that kind of has been steadily puttering out for longer than I've been alive. Oh no, we're on to we're on to ELCs now. This is the part that otherwise it would do if we started it. So this is the opening to Detective Conan. It's the Japanese version, obviously. The original, like the first 50 episodes or so, there's a dub made by Funimation where they changed all the characters' names and they re-recorded, they translated and re-recorded all of the songs with the English voice actors singing them, which was mad respect for the effort. And the original version of this song is ingrained into my mind now. But I'll never listen to that. I'm only gonna ever listen to this version now. You know when something you like turns out to be a lie, and it's okay, I guess I just won't think about it anymore. It's like that. But yeah, in the opening, it's really cool. Basically, the premise of the show, it's an episodic murder mystery type thing. So, very first episode, the title crawl, they play through the entire song for 3 or 4 minutes, and they've just got this montage of a murder of taking place, cut so it's not completely obvious, but you could figure it out if you already knew it, kind of thing. You see, oh yeah, that makes sense how he did that. And that serves as a framing device once the episode proper starts. But it's just it's cool how much effort they put into just making that prologue piece, the first however many minutes of the first episode, just works super well. Just really, it's a very good opening. It's a very good introductory start. It's not the best first episode of any anime, by any measure. But it's definitely something. That's all I can say, is that it's something. What is happening to our language, that's all we can say. Try any other ones? The other songs? Dun, 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 dun. Till the end, you say. Why would you bother? Till the end. Okay, here's another one. I never really got this appeal, but apparently it was popular at the time. There we go. I mean, they only played it once in a somewhat cliche moment in a mid kind of episode, so why would it? I don't quite get why it suddenly became the third song that everybody knows from the show, when everything else was it's played every episode and meme to death. How do you? Also, it just doesn't quite. Hey everybody, still here. Just want to point out that how do you say it? Yeah, I don't get it. There are some interesting questions to be raised with So, here's the thing. Here's like the problem with anime, okay? Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna give you the lowdown, the real, like, the problem with anime, just like as a thing. There's so many of them, and like, it's weird because supposedly the, like, people who are into anime mostly just like are expected to like know this vast amount of stuff about, it's like, it's literally just a medium. You realize that you're a fan of the medium and like what the tropes of the medium and like famous works from it, but also like all the random stuff that just kind of exists. Like, no matter how many anime you've watched, I guarantee you'll like if you spend enough time on the internet, every day you will find a reference to like 10 that you haven't seen. And it's just so, it's like, why even bother? That's why I kind of don't. Like, if there's something that's like extremely relevant, fine, I'll watch it just so I know what everybody's talking about, but like, it shouldn't matter that much. Like, this varies depending on what it is. But see, like, I used to be into Transformers. And the thing with Transformers is that, like, there's not that much. There's, like, 10 or so shows that are even remotely good. And there's a fantastic wiki that you can just read everything on. The Transformers wiki is, like, amazing. But anyway, basically, the problem is that there's, like, I don't think anime is like a thing that you can be into so much. And I'm trying to come to grips with that. Like, you sit down and you decide, I've heard about this anime thing, I'm gonna go watch Death Note. And you watch Death Note, and you're like, okay, that was cool, I want more. And so you just start watching other things that happen to be realized in the same medium. It's like, they could have been made live action, they could have been 3D animated in a different country, but just because they're made in Japan in this very specific style, that makes them all like a unit that's like more insulated than the rest of everything else. And it's like weird, right? Like, you can be a Linux fan, but can you really be an operating system fan? You're just like, oh yeah, I love operating systems. It's like, yeah, Windows is, you know, it's kind of bad, but we like it anyway. It's fun bad. It's like, I'm trying to find an example of an anime that everybody knows is bad, but you're supposed to have watched it anyway. Evangelion. There you go. Have a hot take for the day there. I did just say Evangelion was mid, if you didn't catch it. Now you have. Also, what is going on with my recommendations? Why are there no other songs that I want to listen to on stream there? They only have songs that I don't want to listen to on stream here, or songs that I've already listened to, or songs that aren't related enough. What I want, oh, here we go, here's one. Like, what does it mean to even be here? Just to suffer? To suffer and die. I'll write something in the comments. Oh, sweet glitch. Hello, welcome to the stream, somebody, probably, maybe. Nice to have you. I started the stream with the intention of figuring out why my org mode was slow, and one thing led to another, and now we're recompiling Emacs and listening to anime music, so welcome if you want to be here for that. Do. If you don't, stay with me, I'm lonely, please. Or don't, whatever. So yeah. Or maybe it's just because I put something in the chat. Does that how they do that? Oh well, I don't know. If anyone else is here, can you like type something in the chat so we know? Or don't. What am I doing? Finally got a guest, and all I can do is harass them. Yeah. So, today we got... really not... yeah. Oh. Hey, thanks. So, yeah, we're just recompiling Emacs right now. I don't know if you've seen my Bedrock Linux video. I'm running Bedrock Linux, and that means that I have several different package managers installed. All those package managers. And what we're doing today, right now we're recompiling Emacs, and also yeah, other stuff. So, in preparation for okay, so I'm going to oh no, I can't do that until it's already... oh no. See, I was going to try and do things at the same time, but because this is... I'm cheating. This is using Arch, kind of, by the way. So, the problem is, this is a normal directory, .local source Emacs, but this window is running Paru, the AUR helper, and I actually symlinked it because I didn't want to bother downloading the Git directory for Emacs again. It's a big directory. There's a lot of files in there, a lot of code, and so what you find is that you can actually just symlink the repository to where it expects it to be, to where make package expects it to be, and it'll just work. Kind of. The problem is, now I wanted to uninstall the old version before reinstalling the new one, but maybe that's not a doable thing, because maybe it changed like the configuration inside of here to not allow, so that it like is stuck inside the Arch build system, which I was just installing it normally on the Ubuntu system. See, the shell thinks I'm in Ubuntu, and it's not that wrong. This is Bedrock Linux. VRL. I'm running Arch and Ubuntu, and also Fedora's in there for some reason. I had a reason probably, but I don't remember what it was. Let's okay. What's another good anime song? Here, this one. I like this one. Maybe a little bit too much. Oh no, it's going fast now. What happened? Alright. So, yeah, that's what's up, and that's what we're doing. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get a drink of water here. Oh, things are about to happen. Perfect timing. You don't know my password because you don't know what kind of keyboard it is. It's a very good keyboard though. Now I can't recommend it because apparently people can get your password from the keyboard sounds. It's like a switch. So wait, that's not. That's not right. No, that's... Okay, this is still just the original make files again. I don't want to have to manually delete all of the files that Emacs installs. Because if you have two different versions of Emacs installed, it'll like... If you have one version of Emacs installed, but you have like leftover files from another version, it'll like load both of them, and it messes things up, and it's hard to tell what's going on. So that's not good usually. Oh no! What is it doing? What is it doing? Oh, it did that. It actually really did that. That's nice. So which Emacs, what does Bedrock think of that? It thinks it's Arch Emacs now. Nice. How much storage do you have? Well, that's a question. The answer is, I've got a 1 terabyte boot drive and a 1 terabyte home drive, I believe, and I've got an 8 terabyte hard drive, big old hard drive there, with all my anime on it. Also, do you like my my view here? My beautiful Emacs hyperlane setup. Yeah, if we go. Actually, this is like the question, isn't it? If we go dust. I know if we need CD, I have a porting problem, but only a small one. It's not a big deal. So yeah, basically, I'm only using 3 terabytes of the 10 I have. Center of this. Oh, because when it opens, isn't that if I wanna do a thing, it opens in the center of the screen, and you can see it, and then you can like page through it and stuff, and it'll like make a little notification down here. I haven't super publicly released this stuff. I have dropped links to it in places, but I'm just not like super confident about it yet, which is why also here's the original point of the stream. See this? How it kind of scrolls, but sometimes it lags. It was really bad before, and I did fix that somewhat. But now if I like mouse over these, see that?